Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's having a terrific Thursday evening. This is Bulls to the Wall Trading, and this is going to be my watch list for Friday, October 27, 2017. Bulls to the Wall Trading is a channel that allows me to share my experiences in the stock market. I put out watch list videos, recaps, and my goal is to answer any questions that anybody may have, and just be a support system for new traders or people that are lost as far as investing or anything regarding the stock market. Before I get into my watch list, as always, I do need to let you know I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor, so please do your own research before investing. Just because I have a couple of stocks that I like, or just because I have a watch list out every night, does not mean that you need to go ahead and invest in those stocks. You need to do your own research. And I use TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim for all my charting, and to execute my trades I use UStockTrade. Just because I use those two softwares or companies, it does not mean that they are sponsoring me to do any of this. Before I hop into my watch list, I really want to push the fact that I have created a Twitter and Instagram. In my video earlier today, my recap video, I showed you guys this. I'm calling out my favorite stocks in the mornings, and then I'm giving an update. So at 9 a.m. I said I was looking at MYOS and VTGN, and later in the day I basically said that VTGN was a winner. So if you're not following me, I suggest you do, because I'm giving you guys my top 4 to 6 stocks, and I'm keeping you up to date with what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking. As you can see, my videos when they come out, I post them on here. So yeah, so my Twitter handle is @BullsToTheWall, @BullsToTheWall, and if you're following my videos and you want to learn, I think this is a great way to stay in touch with me. I also have an Instagram, which is @BullsToTheWallTrading, @BullsToTheWallTrading, and it's more the same. I post when my videos are up, and same thing here. Called out VTGN before the bell, and VTGN came through for the win. And there's a little chart with the price action moving above what we wanted it to do. So check those out. Instagram @BullsToTheWallTrading, Twitter @BullsToTheWall. Add me on there if you feel that would be beneficial to you. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel also if you like these videos and if you feel you're learning. So let's get into this watch list. First one on the list is ECYT. And for those new viewers, I am a momentum trader. So this is solely what I focus on is momentum. So I just buy, or I look at previous day high, pre-market high, or intraday high. So ECYT, today it had a high of $4.67, so that's where I will draw my line. And if you've been following me, you know what we're hoping, or what we want the stock to do. We want the price to start coming up again with good volume and cross above this line, just like it did right here in the stock that I called out this morning. There's a line that we drew last night, and it broke through. So that's exactly what we want. Next one on the list, BW. This one I've had for a while. It comes and goes, but I've seen it make really good movement, so that's why I'm going to keep it on here. So we identify the high of the day, which is at $4.23, and we will monitor it tomorrow. AGEN, next one on the list. We identify the high, which is at 387. So that's where I'll draw my line, but I will also draw a line at $4. Why $4? Because that's a mental resistance. So I just want to keep that in mind so I don't forget. So if this starts moving up in the pre-market tomorrow, and let's say it's at around $3.94, I'm not going to invest, or I'm not going to get in at $3.94. I'd rather get in at $4. VISI is the next one on the list. As you can tell, this one had a pretty good move today. I did not keep track of this one because it didn't move that much in the pre-market, so I didn't pay attention to it. I only like stocks that are moving in the pre-market and have good volume. So this one went up to 485, so we identify our high point of the day. That's where we draw our line. If I can get to 485, I guess 486 will do. And same situation with this one, I'm gonna draw a line at $5 because that's a whole number right there. So right around there. So I just want to keep that in mind. KTOV, this one, it's spiked up to $2.96, and then it came kind of down. So for this one, where would you guys draw your line? I'll give you guys a couple seconds. So it would be best for you to draw your line at $3 and not $2.96. Why? Because if you get in at $2.96, you could get stopped out at $3 because that's a mental resistance. So why would you risk buying in at $2.96 for the potential to only make 4 cents before it starts coming down? I would much rather break that mental resistance at $3 and have a better chance of the price going or having a bigger run than 4 cents. ACHV, this one shot up this morning to 385, but after that it just really tanked. It's at around $2.09, $2.20, somewhere around there. It has a lot of ground to make up, but you know, I just like it because of this spike. This one most likely will not come back up, but it doesn't hurt to keep it on here. You never know what's going to happen. And I'll also draw my line, another line at the $4 mark, just in case, just so I know. But this one has a lot of room to cover, and I don't think it's going to do it, but stranger things have happened. GFI, next one on the list. This one spiked up to 414. That's where we draw our line. After 414, it just came down. And same thing with this one. It has a lot of room to make up, but we will see what it does tomorrow. NEOT, this one spiked up to 145. So you might be saying, well, why is your line at 150? I would much rather get in at 150 than 145. And also 150 is a previous resistance point, which you can see right here. So that's why it's at 150. So I will leave that line right there at 150. So now onto my second watch list. And I like to break these things down between two watch lists. I don't like putting them all in one. That's just my personal preference. ADHD, this one doesn't look great, to be honest. This chart looks like crap, but this spike right there is what got me at 156. But this chart looks horrible. So if this one has good volume in the morning, I might think twice about it because this chart does not look all that great. CLD, where this line is at $4.64. So let's see if we can find out where that line's coming from. Oh, it's coming from right here. And the high is 468. So I'm going to draw a line right there too. So it's at 460 and 468. So, hold on. Let's figure this out. Because I thought it was at 4. Let's see. So it is at 464. And the next one is at 468. And it is currently at 460. So we have two options. We can either keep this line right here, 464, or 468. This is all going to depend on what it does tomorrow morning. If it blows past the first line, then our second target to get in is going to be obviously the 468. It's already at 460. So it only has 4 cents to reach our first line. So we just have to see what it does tomorrow. This one's pretty interesting. This one's pretty interesting. It just shot up right here. I don't like the fact that it just jumped up. You know, it didn't have solid movements going up. It just kind of shot up. So I don't really like that, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Next one on the list, LPTH. The high is at $3.95. I'm going to draw my line at $4 instead of $3.95. RNN, high is at 207. So that's where the line will go. NAK, this one, I've had a love-hate with this one. I put it on, I take it off. I put it on, I take it off. The high was 198, so I'm going to draw my line at $2. This one most likely won't make it, but I'm just going to keep it on there just in case. SRAX, the high was at 475, and that was on Wednesday. And it looked like it tried to push that 475 a couple times today. It did not do it. And now in the post market, it's still hanging around there. So that could be a good one if it stays around that area. FMSA, I'm not too crazy about this one. The chart is not the best looking one, but I will keep up with it regardless, and I'll put my line at $3.73. TTNP, this is an old line that I will delete. There we go. So the high is 285, and I will also draw a line at $3. Again, whole numbers. Next one on the list, ONCS. This one had a little movement after the market closed at 128. So that's where I'll draw my line. But I will keep track of this one, and maybe I would get in at 130, depending on the movement it does in the pre-market. And E, this one broke our line, not by much, and it made new highs to 403. So that's where I'll draw my line. CMLS, 72 cents. And WLL, this one's a more expensive stock at 558, and has 39 million in volume for the day, which is pretty good. So that's where I will draw my line, 558. So again, what I do in the morning is I come in, I take a look at both of my watch lists, and I see in the morning which ones have the most volume, and I just focus on high volume stocks with a good looking chart. I also run a morning scanner, and I do the exact same thing. I focus on high volume stocks with a good looking chart. Once I have all that information compiled, I pick the top 4 to 6 stocks and focus just on those. This is just my personal style of trading. This is just what has been working for me, and if it works, why change it? So again, if you want to know what those if you want to know what those 4 to 6 stocks are, I suggest you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, as I have been putting those stocks on there before the market opens. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, if you think it's beneficial and helpful to you guys. It means a lot every time somebody gives me a thumbs up or like or subscribe. It means a lot. Leave me any questions if there's anything you want me to go over. I cannot stress the fact, I can't stress it enough to please like and subscribe to not only this channel but to all my social media. It keeps me going. Sometimes I make these videos and I feel like I'm giving out a lot of information, but I don't know if it's getting through to anybody. So every time I see somebody like a post or subscribe, it just makes everything worthwhile. So thank you everybody for your time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day tomorrow in the markets. And yeah, check back in tomorrow for my recap video. And that is about it. Have a great rest of your Thursday night, everybody.